The Man Who Fixed Time. In a quiet town in Ohio, there was a man named Thomas Reed who owned a small watch repair shop. His shop had stood on the corner of Maple Street for 40 years, and everyone in town knew him. He wasn't just a repairman, he was a keeper of time. People brought their watches, clocks, and pocket watches to him not only for repairs but also for stories. To Thomas, every timepiece had a past. Some were passed down for generations, carrying the memories of loved ones. Others were gifts, marking special moments like anniversaries or retirements. He believed that fixing a broken watch was like restoring a small part of someone's history. One winter morning, as snowflakes drifted outside, the little bell above Thomas's door jingled. A young woman stepped in, looking worried. She was clutching a small golden pocket watch with a cracked glass face. "Good morning." Thomas greeted her with a gentle smile. The woman hesitated, then placed the watch on the counter. "This belonged to my grandfather," she said softly. "It stopped ticking yesterday. Can you fix it?" Thomas picked up the watch carefully. It was old, but well cared for. He opened the back and examined the tiny gears. "I can fix it," he said, nodding. "But it will take a little time." The woman, whose name was Emily, smiled with relief. "That's okay. I don't mind waiting." As Thomas worked, he glanced up at Emily. "Your grandfather must have been a great man." "He was," Emily said, her voice full of warmth. "He always told me time is precious. He said a watch isn't just for telling time, but for reminding us to use it wisely." Thomas nodded. A wise man indeed. For the next hour, Emily wandered around the shop while Thomas carefully adjusted the tiny gears. She looked at the old clocks on the walls, each ticking at its own rhythm. Finally, Thomas closed the watch, wound it, and smiled as a soft ticking sound filled the shop. He placed it gently on the counter. Emily's eyes widened. "It's working." Thomas slid the watch toward her. "Good as new. Take care of it, and it will take care of you." Emily picked up the watch and held it close, her fingers tracing the smooth gold surface. "Thank you, Mr. Reed." Thomas watched as she left, feeling a familiar warmth in his heart. This wasn't just about fixing watches. It was about fixing memories, restoring moments, and helping people hold on to the things that mattered. And as the ticking of clocks surrounded him, Thomas knew he had the best job in the world. Moral of the story: time is more than just minutes and hours, it holds memories, love, and the stories of those who came before us. When we cherish time and the moments we share with others, we keep those memories alive. Like Thomas, we all have the power to restore something valuable, whether it's a watch, a memory, or a connection with loved ones.